Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is July 7th, 2025, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Australian dollar free falls versus the US dollar, and that's really on the background of some concerns with tariffs reappearing. Now looking at the markets, no major economic events scheduled for today. So jumping into the Forex symbols, the British pound tapers lower as well. And as we shift over to the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ were closed last Friday in observance of a national holiday in the United States, so nothing changed there. Now looking at commodities, we saw the oil actually getting a bounce while gold tapering lower. Looking at the stocks again, it was a national holiday last Friday. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin inching higher. So let's take a look at markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Australian dollar. It's a free fall. It's literally a free fall. Unbelievable move earlier this morning. It was the first one that went. And we are getting that bounce finally now after making this correctional move. I mean, we went from 65.84 down to 65.06, 80 pip move. So not bad at all. Now looking at the GBP USD, also did taper lower. Now this is an essential part for it, because if we do break lower of this 136-ish level and breach it, we could definitely get into that mid 135.50-ish level for sure. We do have further supportish level closer to 135, so keep that in mind. Now jumping into the Japanese yen, it did advance versus the US dollar here. You see the dollar getting a little bit stronger here at 145, but nothing really to write home about. It's still trading in a very, very tight range. Now I'm not going to cover the indices because they weren't trading yesterday, but I will cover commodities because they have been trading. Gold getting a little bit of a sell-off this morning to 3,300, while oil had a bit of a bounce this morning. You can see that, just a little bit of a bounce earlier this morning. Let's see if it does reawaken itself, okay, and some tariff war situation, okay, which we're re-entering right now. Now looking at the U.S. markets just briefly for today, okay, the NASDAQ is on its highs, okay, so just keep aware of that. And we're going into the summer trading session, and so many a time during the summer, we do see a little bit of a whiplash or maybe some sell-off, but that has to be taken into consideration. Now, what stocks were strong last week, all right? So let's break it down. Microsoft was way, way strong, okay, going into the end of the session. You can see that on a weekly chart, okay, it basically sold into its highs. A very strong stock, and Facebook also close to its highs, even though it sold off and tapered lower. JP Morgan also going on to its highs. So there's a list of very strong stocks, okay, that have continuously, broken higher and have maintained their, luster in terms of their strength. Okay, Nvidia also going into its strength last week also. And this one kind of faked us out because the rest of the market was trading higher and this wasn't for some time. And finally, you see a catch-up play. Lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin as that inches higher to its highs, okay, closing in on that 111K, okay, on that top side. So this may actually break out today, so keep that in mind as well, as this may have a potential move. So today is unfolding. Summer trading is full swing, so just take that into consideration. It might be a little bit of a whiplash, okay, depending on the time. But we do have some exciting things still coming out later on this week in terms of corporate news, economic data, and then next week on corporate news. So lots of things still coming out this month. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.
My advice, this is the best time to trade.